All right, y'all won. Y'all got what you wanted. Here it is, the video about PSA. Finally, right? Everybody says I'll never talk about PSA because I collect the PSA slabs and I've done videos on tag, CGC, all the above. And every time I do a video on like tag or CGC or something, everybody's always like, oh, he'll never talk about PSA. I've done PSA videos in the past, people, and I keep saying none of the grading companies are perfect. They all have problems. And I ran across this video the other day of a major problem with potential major problem. We're going to look at the video and stuff with PSA slabs and their cases. And this is new. Like, these are apparently their new cases. But hopefully this freaking clears the air once and for all that yes, so like I collect PSA slabs, but I'll talk about any of the companies if a mistake is made. Y'all act, some of these people always act like I will never talk about PSA. I've talked about them in the past. They lost it was either a $29,000 submission from one of my moderators or $19,000. I can't remember. They lost it, and that's a whole conspiracy itself. That could have been stolen. Who's to say? He got reimbursed, but you're still attached to those collectibles. Shout out Ewok. It was if you're in the Discord, it was Ewok in the Discord. He was nice enough to give me all the information about that. He did get reimbursed, but those are cards that have sentimental value attached to them. And he's international, which sucks even more because he was waiting a super, super long time for it to get resolved. But anyways, let's talk about what's going on today. The tag glazer's about to go crazy with this one. All right, this video is from Above Average TCG over on YouTube.
Doing a return video, whatever, talking about these, I kind of was able to crack them with my hand. I just noticed. And the problem is, I've always been able to crack them with my hand, but that's not really the problem. The problem is, they don't look like they've been tampered with once you crack them. They look like they're still brand new. Look, these are new. I just got these back from grading. Haven't done anything to them. It just comes apart. Very easily, too. Not using a lot of force, but yeah.
Oh, man, that's insane. That is absolutely insane. That is not what you want to see with slabs. You definitely want it to crack in there because when you're able to open it like that, I've explained it before, but if you don't know the problem with this, because I know there's a lot of new people in the hobby and stuff, if you're able to get a clean crack like that on the slab where there's no splintering, there's no fractures in the actual casing, you have two open cases now, plus you have a label, right? So I don't know what grade this card was, but let's just say it was an Ancient Mew 10 label in there, right? An Ancient Mew 10 sells for a lot of money. We'll check out the price on that in a second. You take your 10 Ancient Mew, you set it to the side because you're going to send that off to PSA again, and then you're going to take a crappy copy of an Ancient Mew, put it back in that case because the case has a clean crack, shut the case, and now you can sell that crappy copy as a PSA 10. This is how people scam with this. It's bad for the hobby. You do not want to see casings like this. You got to imagine somebody doing this with like a Poncho Pikachu or something. I mean, that could be tens and thousands of dollars.
Take the card out. See, slab is not really damaged or cracked in any way. These are new PSA slabs. People have been saying hard to crack because they're squishy. But someone could just take another card with a different label and squeeze it back in.
Exactly.
Put some super glue in it. No one would be able to tell. I think that's a really big problem since people before were using fake PSA slabs. Now you don't even have to use a fake one. You can just crack out a real one.
Not even y'all don't even know how crazy the scamming gets with this stuff. Not even super glue. You could still scam probably with the super glue and make it look clean, but you can literally buy it's called a hypersonic I don't know exactly, a hypersonic press, I believe, and that's what you use to seal the cases. Anybody has access to buying that, which is insane to me. So if this is a real thing going on with multiple slabs, which we'll also talk about in a second, because I don't know if that's confirmed or not yet, because he gives an update after this video is posted. But this is scary to see, regardless.
I'll crack another one out. They're just super easy to crack. The older ones, I can do this too, but the edges kind of crystallize and fray, and you can tell that it's been cracked before. But not these ones. The new slabs, they're they crack open.
I've cracked a lot of slabs open in my days of grading, especially with PSA, a lot of cracked slabs, and I can do anything I want to they've always splintered. PSA has always splintered for me. I know CGC had a big problem with this at one point of being able to get a clean crack on them. I did it with tag as well. I've never been able to get a clean crack on PSA. So seeing this and hearing him talk about, I don't really know the difference. Let me know in the comments about the newer versus the old slabs. But this is scary stuff. Real quick, I want to check the price on this Mew thing. And to check the price on this Mew, we are going to be using none other than the Collector app. I love the Collector app, y'all. If you don't have it, go download it right now. But as you can see, you are easily able to tell the price of any cards. You can pull up graded, you can pull up non-graded. All right, so the raw price right there you can see is $95.69 on it. But if we go over to graded, I know this thing's been going crazy. And a PSA 10 right now in Ancient Mew is $1.3 thousand. And look at the difference in the 9. A 9 is $168, where typically, it's changed very recently with the whole spike and boom of Pokemon. But typically a 9 is usually about half of what the 10 goes for. So that is insane to see. And that's why the scam can be so bad. Also, if y'all saw in one of my recent videos, I have almost completed a 151 master set of pulling every single card. I'm only missing 3. And I know 151's been going crazy lately. So I want to check out the set analytics, which is a really cool tool that Collector offers. All right, so set analytics top right. The volatility is actually right in the middle of stable. That's actually kind of surprising. Even the analytics of the card breakdown though, like showing you how many uncommons, SIRs, illustration rares are in the set is crazy. How many sales are happening lately. You can see they've severely dropped, probably because the price of 151 is going crazy. The Charizard is a huge mover right now. It's super cool. Go download the Collector app. Super cool to track your own collection and just look at the analytics of everything while we're in this boom and stuff is moving like crazy.
Together and they look brand new. So this is definitely a big problem. PSA should solve this. But yeah, do you see how easy that came apart? I think maybe it's the new slabs. The friction welders don't do as good of a job as sealing them, and they don't crack once you try to open them. So then the card comes out.
I have a sub at PSA right now that's coming back with a few like low ball Pokemon cards. Like obviously I don't want to test it out with the cards I have displayed behind me because you know, can't lose thousands of dollars on the test, but I do have a submission that's on the way back, so I am going to end up testing this myself once the cards come back. If y'all want to see that video, make sure you subscribe. Go ahead and drop a like and a comment, because this is wild stuff, man.
Oh, I need to resubmit these too, so the cards.
For science!
And PSA grade them pretty harshly. But look at that. That's like a brand new
That is
case.
Clean. That is crystal clear clean.
Yeah, I don't know what to say, but be careful. Really, really look at the card. Look at the cert. Check the scans online to make sure you're actually getting the card that was graded in that grade. Always buy the card, not the grade. Yeah, just wanted to post this since I noticed it. It's a pretty big issue, especially getting damaged in the slab.
That Gyarados is a beauty. I freaking love that card.
Doesn't look damaged at all. Stick another card with a label right back in.
Dude, even the fact he's doing this with his fingers are crazy. Like, you would think it would take, like, I don't know, like sticking like a needle or a super thin flathead in between. Like, the fact you can do this with your fingers is unbelievable. Somebody could be at a card show in person, buy a slab, open it up, buy a shitty card, throw a different label in there, like start switching labels around and everything. Like, this could be a huge thousands and thousands of dollars of scamming.
Because I know people was doing fraud. They'd send in a PSA 10 card, they crack it out, take the label, take like a PSA 8, 9 copy, put that in the slab with the 10 label, so it's a real label. Yeah. And then they sell that. It was a really big problem
as a 10
a little while ago. I think it hasn't been as bad recently, but with like this, that problem could definitely resurface again. It's just like they come out super clean. This isn't the first time it happened. I had like an older slab, I think like 8 or 9 cert. I put in a graded guard backwards wrong, and when I took it out, the back just popped out and it completely clean too.
Whoa!
But these ones are like the new soft cases. Let me try bending one actually. Yeah, see, they bend a lot more.
Whoa!
And they don't really shatter.
Whoa! That is extremely surprising. This is my first time when I saw this video. Extremely surprising that they would change to the bendy cases, because you would think that they want it to splinter. I don't understand why that change would be made. And yeah, like, I have never, look at the bend on that. I mean, it used to be like, if this is flat and you bend it like this, like even if it gets to like here, it's splintering. I mean, he has it like almost a U shape and it's not splintering. Oh my God, no, he was past a U. Why is that not splintering? Why would they change it to that?
I think it's because of the new cases, because they're kind of soft from a different material. I actually have old cases. Yeah, this is like an old case. I crack it out and it's just like that. And see, these
Yeah.
will snap and shatter. But
Wow.
the new ones, they don't. They just bend. They're like stretchy.
Why would
that?
they?
I don't know.
Man, they raised
But
the
yeah,
prices
that is
and then
scary,
switched to that?
especially with big cards, like stuff like ponchos. Definitely a lot of people would want to do this with bigger cards. Just crack more, just to show you guys, like... Okay, so maybe it's not all of them. This one's actually a little bit harder. But I noticed in the submission, it's only the Ancient Muse that got the new case with, like, the soft ones. But that one's actually pretty well done. But you can kind of see it's a little bit more white there. Maybe that's why. This one doesn't have it. I feel like this one might be easy to crack. Yeah.
Interesting.
Like, the second I stick my fingernails in, you can just see it opens right up.
Very interesting.
That is crazy.
It seems to me that I don't know. I don't know. Y'all can let me know what you think in the comments. Maybe you have more information on this, but it seems to me that PSA is maybe in the midst of making the change to these bendy cases. And so like some cards are getting them, some aren't, because, you know, they probably have back stock of tons and tons of inventory of these cases, like the old cases. And like while they're changing to the new ones, I don't know. That would be my theory on why some of the cards are easy and, you know, he's getting different slabs and stuff. But
everyone's hating on Tag for like their slabs are snapping, but I think this is genuinely like a bigger problem.
yeah, I would agree. I'm non-biased, people. I would completely 1000% agree that this is obviously worse than a Tag slab cracking easily. Neither are good. They are both bad. But this is worse because could be thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in scams. This could be millions of dollars in scams.
It chipped a little bit, but if you're careful with it, I'm sure you can get it out without any other issues. If you go from each edge, slowly get it out. But you can just totally...
Yeah, that's the thing too. He's doing it fast. Like, this is easy. It's not even like he has to sit there for 20 minutes and really perfect it to get the perfect thing. He just did that one in 20 seconds, and it's almost perfect. The last one he did in 15 to 25 seconds, perfect.
Take another card back in. With Tag, at least it cracks and whatever. Sure, your card might get damaged. It's not the most secure slab, but someone can't just, like, stick another card in and sell it. But they definitely could with this, and that's what makes it so scary. Yeah, these ones, they're not gonna crack like Tag. Like, I don't think they would. A lot stronger. But they're more bendy now. Definitely more bendy than the older slabs. Tested on this. This has some flex too, but I don't really want to bend this one hard. I don't want to break this. But yeah.
So he did give an update in the comments, and the one I wanted to go over for this video specifically that I'm making. Upon further testing, it may just have been a small batch, or only my batch, that are super easy to open. Out of my 200 card sub, only the Ancient Muse were in the new soft slabs, while the rest were in the older brittle ones. I was able to purchase a decent amount of the newer softer slabs at a local show, and none had the issue. Again, my theory would be the same with this update, that maybe they're switching to the newer slabs and maybe they're just not going out a ton yet. But if that's true, I have no idea if that's what's really going on. I have no idea why it's only the Ancient Muse in this sub. Regardless, it's scary that these could start hitting the market. This would be a massive, massive problem for PSA. So there it is. Y'all won. I've done it. I've made the PSA video. No, seriously though, jokes aside, this one's pretty crazy. When I saw this, it's very surprising. I know he posted that video 2 weeks ago. I just had the Instagram thing sent to me like 2 days ago. I just want to talk about it. Let me know what y'all's thoughts are about it. Let me know what you think is going on, like why he only got some of the Ancient Muse in the easy to crack cases. Do you think these are going to be hitting the market soon? Because this could be a huge problem. Yeah, regardless, check out my website, shinyvert.com. Mystery packs, mystery slabs, mystery boxes. Give it a try, gang. shinyvert.com, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.